Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, September 12th. Sorry I look such a wreck. I had quite the night last night. So I got off work at 12:30. I almost had to stay till 1:30 though, because they thought we was gonna have to flex up time because it was so busy. And I did something a little different. I basically wrapped a lot of pallets last night with what they call a water spider. And I don't know, I get why they call it, because once you get it all wrapped, it looks kind of like a web. Wow, look at that hair sticking up in the back. Anyway, but then we like crushed it that last hour, so they said we could go home. So I get home, and Eddie and Charlie were, of course, asleep. And Charlie had been asleep since 7:30 because he didn't take a nap yesterday. So, anyway, I was up for a little bit. Oh, hi! Speaking of. Froggy. You okay? Hi. Is that Charlie? Who is that? Hey. Who is that right there? Right around... I love you. Oh, he wants me to read his book. 1 sec. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, so I got home. I was up until about 2. And around 2, I was on the computer for a little bit. And then around 2, I was like, okay, I'm going to go jump in the shower and, go to bed. But at that moment, I heard him start moving around in his crib. And all of a sudden, he starts saying the alphabet. Like, he was awake. And I'm like, why are you awake? So I'm like, extremely still, because as soon as I make noises, I knew he'd know. And he's done that before. He's woken up and he kind of talked, and did his alphabet, but then he went right back to sleep. But then he didn't. He started crying. So I went in there and, I tried to comfort him, put him back to sleep. But I went back out of the room and he started crying again. So I went back in there. I changed his diaper. Left the room. He started crying again. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I tried to just let him cry for a little bit. Because there was nothing wrong with him. I don't know. Finally, Eddie, it had woken Eddie up, of course. He's like, just bring him in here with me and I'll lay with him. And I was like, okay, you do that. I'll go take a shower. By the time I get out of the shower, maybe we'll put him back in the crib. So that's what we did. And then I got out of the shower. He was still awake, of course. And I put him back in the crib. And he cried. I tried to go crawl into bed. And he cried and cried. And we tried to just kind of let it go. Just let him cry. Because there was literally nothing wrong with him. I don't know what his deal was last night. But then he got too much and Eddie's like, oh, I'll just bring him in here. So he brought him in bed with us and he laid in bed with us for probably almost an hour. And I know I dozed in between, but he never fell asleep, I know. And Eddie dozed. And finally he started getting to the point where he was moving around a lot. Usually when he gets to that point, like he actually sat up, I'm like, okay, you're going back to bed on your own. So I took him back to his crib, laid him in there. Again, he cried, but it was a different cry this time. Like the one he had before was more like, please come get me. This one was like, I don't want to be in here. So it just wasn't as needy, I guess, like I didn't feel as bad about leaving him in there. Because I could tell that it was slowly ebbing away. Like he would cry, and then he'd go silent, cry, and then silent for longer, and then he had like one more little cry, and then finally he went to sleep. And I checked my phone and it was 4:09 and I'm like, oh my gosh. Finally got to go to sleep. And then, well, actually no, I didn't go to sleep till after Eddie's alarm went off. His first alarm goes off at 4:30, but he doesn't actually get up to like 4:45, 5 or something like that. So I was still awake at that point. And I was still awake when he got up out of bed to leave for work. And then I fell asleep. And then I was woken up this morning by the people next door. They were hauling that big dumpster away at like 7 o'clock this morning. And it was making the worst noise because it was like the scraping of metal. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I was so afraid it was going to wake him up, but it didn't. That's Daddy's laptop. No. And then I fell back asleep. And then Eddie called me at like 10:30 waking me up. Which I didn't know. I answered the phone, I'm like, hello? He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were still asleep. And I was like, it's okay. He's like, no, I'm just letting you know that I'm not coming home for lunch because I'm going to try to get some a car done and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what all he said because I was half asleep. And then he said, I think he might be working overtime on Saturday or something. I was like, okay. He's like, okay, go back to sleep. I was like, okay. But of course I didn't at that point because I think I dozed back off, but shortly after Charlie woke up. And so we got up at basically 11 o'clock.
D.
D, is that D? What's that one?
B.
B?
Ball.
Ball.
D.
D.
Dog.
Dog. Can you say hi to Charlie? Anyway, so that was our night. It was pretty crazy. Eddie sounded like he had a ton of energy this morning. But then again, he did get more sleep because he was technically probably asleep from 9 to about 2 o'clock in the morning because that's when Charlie woke up. So that right there. And then after that, it was just spotty. So anyway, I'm a little tired this morning. Not too bad, but a little. And I had a double shot waiting for me, thankfully. But now, he's had breakfast. He had 3 waffles this morning. He was wanting his waffle. Oh, I can't say it. He'll want one. And I think we're going to get dressed and maybe go outside for a little bit. Just to get outside, and it's like 74 degrees out, so it's not bad. Just to get some fresh air. Maybe wake us up a little bit more. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy night. I hope he does not do that tonight. I don't know what his deal was. He's usually so good. Even on days he gets no nap, he sleeps throughout the night. I don't know what happened. It's crazy though. Fun fact, I had my shirt on backwards during that entire last part. That's how tired I was this morning. I just realized it and changed it back around because this is supposed to be on the front side. Instead it was like these words. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Alright, so we have ventured outside. Hopefully he does not fall. Because I swear almost every time we come out here now he falls. And it's when he's carrying chalk. And that's what he's playing with. I don't know why, but he just does. So please don't fall today. Just take your time. What are you drawing? What color is that? Oh, bless you.
Purple.
That's purple, that's right. It feels really nice out here today too. My hair is such a crazy mess. I figure he'll play outside for a little bit. I'm gonna give him a bath because I meant to yesterday and it's kind of a hectic day, so I didn't. But he's gonna get one today, aren't you? What are you making? What are you drawing?
Dog.
What is that? Can you draw the letter A? Oh, do you feel the wind? He loves feeling the wind. You feel that? You feel the wind? There's gonna be a lot of that coming up. It's fall almost. Yeah. Yeah, his alphabet's still out here. That's because it hasn't really rained like hardcore enough to wash it away. What are we drawing? What is that? Here, can we draw an A? A. He gets so excited about the alphabet. I think when we get his new bed or whatever, I have to get like covers and pillow. I think I'm gonna get an alphabet themed one. I've been looking on Amazon. Ha, Amazon. Which I do get a 10% discount, which is pretty cool. And they do have some like alphabet themed bed pillows and covers and stuff like that. So that's what we'll go for. I'm even thinking of making his second birthday party alphabet themed one, which is crazy to think about because that's only a few months away. But so far, that's like the only thing he's really into is alphabet, numbers, colors, stuff like that. So he doesn't watch any specific cartoon that has any kind of theme. He just likes his ABCs. And it's weird too, my mother-in-law actually sent me this thing yesterday that was talking about when kids should be able to count and stuff, like what age are they supposed to be able to count backwards and stuff like that. And it said something about by their 4th birthday, they should be able to count backwards from, or count to like, I forgot how far, but the wind is crazy today. It said they should be able, a few will be able to count backwards from 5 or 10 by their 4th. And I'm like, he's only a year and he already counts backwards from 10, so it's pretty crazy. It is so windy today. He's like, I don't know what to do. Is it the wind? I'm the wind. Be careful. Don't run. Oh, what's that? Wow. Okay, so here's the situation. He didn't fall down. He plopped down. But now he can't get up because he doesn't know how to drop the chalk and use his hands. He's been sitting there for like 2 minutes and he keeps saying up, but he doesn't know how to get up. Okay, you have to drop the chalk. Well, you gotta let go of the chalk. No, he thinks that means draw. Oh, wait. Maybe now. There you go. Okay, now, no. Almost. Oh. You're just gonna try to get up from that position, huh? Whoa. Oh, nicely done. Not bad. I couldn't have done that, I don't think. Yeah. Alright, so I got Charlie down for a nap, which I'm very happy about. He went down around 3:15, I believe. Eddie went to go see Dunkirk with his mom. She's been wanting to see it. So, but he'll be back around 6. Plenty of time before I go to work. Oh look, some people are pushing a truck out there. I was wondering what that noise was. Push, push, push harder. Look at that. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, that's that same kid that asked me, I think, if I wanted my grass cut. Oh man. Well, if they're out of gas, the good thing is all they got to do is go down about a block and they're at the gas station. So hopefully that's all that's wrong with their truck. I was not expecting to see that, honestly. I heard voices outside, but I didn't know what it was. And it also looks like it's going to rain, which I'm not surprised. We're probably going to catch some little sprinkles from the hurricanes that have been happening down south. I really didn't expect to see those guys pushing it. They were trying their hardest. But yeah, Charlie's asleep and I'm gonna go edit yesterday's video. And I would like to take a nap myself, but it's already like 4:20 or 4:30, I don't know. I don't feel like I would actually fall asleep or something. And it would just be wasted. So I'm just gonna go do something productive instead. Look who's awake from his nap. He took like a 3.5 hour nap. I kind of had to wake him up. I mean, he was coming out of it anyway, but it's like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, he needs to go to sleep because Eddie usually goes to bed around 9:30, give or take, and so I want him to be able to go to bed and be tired at that time too, so that Eddie doesn't have to stay up later since he has to get up at like 5. So yeah, I'm just watching the last of this Daily Bumps episode, and then which only got a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna start getting dressed for work. It's just like 10 after 7. Eddie's on his way home from the movie, and yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's crack-a-lackin'. Hi guys, so I'm home from work. It's about 1 in the morning, and guess who's still awake? Yeah, I came home to find him laying in bed with Daddy, but not asleep. So, I gave him something to eat. I'm thinking maybe he needs a snack or something, and then I'm going to try to put him back down. So, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guess I'll go ahead and end the vlog. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, actually it is tomorrow. Anyway, see you then. Bye.